Speaking of unlikely matchups, we have Seiplo, the Swede, up against Liquid HerO, the powerhouse. Liquid HerO has been holding the #1 ranking on the Grandmaster Korean ladder. Extremely difficult, excuse me, to do.
That is such an achievement.
Yeah, and the one weak spot, I think, is his Protoss versus Protoss. I mean, if Liquid HerO wins, he's going to be up against another Zerg, but he has to get through Seiplo, who's been showing amazing form.
Yeah, Seiplo just played a couple awesome games against HerO, winning 2-0 convincingly, which is really speaking volumes about Seiplo's PvP.
Absolutely. We even see HerO managing to take down Liquid HerO in that matchup at recent MLGs,
right.
and now Seiplo showing HerO that he looked like he was in another class. Can he do it again?
First game going to be on Terminus. We saw Seiplo's PvP here previously. Just played very standard, Robo Blink, and managed to rock and roll. It sounded like a violin playing at the beginning of the game. Did you hear that? That was kind of wild. So spawning here at the 6 o'clock position, the red Protoss player, the Swede. It is, I believe it's Alien Invasion, the name of his team, Seiplo.
And up in the north position, one of my all-time favorite players, and I may think this may be his last best of 3. It is Liquid HerO.
Indeed. After this, it's all best of 5s. Happening somewhere else on another stream is Ret versus Nerchio right now. So guys, be sure to have that one open in another browser.
Dreamhack.se for the linkaroos.
This is going to be really awesome. If we were to just theory craft a little bit here, what's going to give us the greatest semifinal possible? I haven't seen Seiplo's PvZ, but HerO's is immaculate.
I really think a Ret versus HerO, Liquid versus Liquid battle would be absolutely stunning. I mean, Team Liquid took the crown last summer with Liquid HerO managing to take the win. That was before HerO transferred on over to EG.
Indeed. Gateway down now for Seiplo. Gateway down in HerO's base as well, so nothing too unorthodox coming on either end of the map. We'll probably see some gases go down after another probe or two pops out. And Terminus is a huge map, Day 9.
Absolutely. I'm really curious to see what Seiplo is going to do in these ultra cross map positions. I mean, when he was playing against HerO, it was kind of fast-paced. It was all snappy. Immortals were sort of smacking each other in the face, walking from base to base. But now, with these kinds of distances, an Immortal is just basically going to be kind of a reclusive hermit, kind of a homebody, stick back, defend the expansion, maybe he'll hang out, kill some rocks, something like that.
Very, very possible. We'll have some Immortal Rock Assassins happening here. There are, of course, rocks blocking third bases here on this version of Terminus. Terminus is a map that's been through a lot of different transformations, I suppose. We saw, the original Terminus had, I think it was a single gas and limited numbers of mineral patches. And then we saw it patched to include a backdoor rock. Allowing a second entrance into the third, and now we've got the backdoor rock removed and a destructible debris blocking a full third expansion. So, and quite frankly, I'm sure there's a couple more versions of Terminus out there.
Looks like Liquid HerO has interestingly gone for this very fast second gateway play. This allows him to get 3 Stalkers up super mega ninja fast, and he can easily push probes back, and in particular, shut his opponent down into the dark.
Yeah. Having those quick 3 Stalkers out is a really powerful tool against a lot of different Protoss openings. It's a great way to counteract somebody wanting the 4-gate, because with 3 Stalkers you can kill probes, you can deny pylons, and you can just basically take a lot of map control.
I will say 2-gate straight up into 4-gate, very, very strong opening, can do a lot of threatening things as well. It doesn't get you those first 2 warp-ins as quickly, but of course you can always catch up with a 4-gate. Get as many units at the minute later as you would have with an ultra-fast 4-gate. So we see again a super fast Twilight Council from Seiplo.
That is blazing fast. Last time he did this, he went for Blink Stalker. Very, very feasible that he's going to do something like that again. We're going to have a very quick 3 Stalkers out for HerO, and Seiplo, he only has 1 gateway, Day 9.
Looks like he tries to regain control of 1 watchtower. His probe does get picked off. Exactly the purpose of these kinds of plays, and we see there's the 3rd gateway from HerO. Is a 4th one coming up. It does not look like it. Seiplo's going to try to go for the very, very thin defense. This could be a real danger.
This is really scary. A Zealot and 2 Stalkers against what's going to be 3 Stalkers. Where are the other 2 Stalkers?
Oh, a Dark Shrine is the tech of choice, and it looks like Liquid HerO trying to step in, trying to do these pylon warp-ins. Nice judgment call there by Seiplo. Seeing that there was just a single Stalker is going to continue to give chase to it.
Needs to micro. Oh no, losing a Stalker. That is really bad. Now it's 2 Stalkers against 1 Stalker and a Zealot, and that is not a good fight.
Force field. It looks like he is going to be very careful, but look at this. This Dark Shrine decision-making, absolutely spot on. Ooh! A little bit too early.
Man, HerO going to try to expand while all of this is happening. This could be a really big deal. Robo is down. How is that timing going to work out? Dark Shrine will finish in 50 seconds. Robo will finish in 50 seconds. Is there a pylon out on the map anywhere? No, there is not. So it's going to be a warp in from the high ground to the low ground outside of Seiplo's base. It's going to be close, Dana.
Uh-oh, HerO in a lot of pressure. He could end up
wow. You know
maybe.
what? With this Stalker pressure, HerO might choose to make an Immortal first.
Oh no, that is an excellent point, Mr. Bitter. Oh, Liquid HerO could be in a lot of trouble. Seiplo getting a good read there. I mean, there's a lot of transitions that you can do at this point as Liquid HerO, and one of them that would be Blink or any pressure play would have far more Stalkers. So right now, Seiplo saw how many Stalkers there were, and his read is that his opponent must be expanding. So we do see HerO positioning himself up on the high ground.
What is it going to be, Immortal or Observer?
And it looks like, Seiplo pulling back, going to try to take some retreating shots, and it looks like, oh
wow, every Stalker going to fall, and HerO is in fact
Immortal.
Going to build an Immortal. Where are the DTs?
And
First one walking
right
past.
there.
Does HerO see it? I don't think he does see it, Day 9.
Seiplo.
Immortal still building, no Observer queued up at all. And first slice is happening here. Probe going down, probe going down, probe going down. Oh man, there's the Observer. Immortal did get canceled.
Oh, that is just such a painful loss right there. And of course, this Observer can only be in one place at once.
Indeed. DT in the natural, probably going to hack away at the next. No, he's just going to go hide and wait for some probes to come down there and visit him later. Seiplo, in the meantime, taking his own expansion. Income tab shows that Seiplo is 9 workers ahead. In terms
Gosh, how does he always have so many more workers than his opponent?
He just never stops building probes, which is so unlike normal PvP.
Yeah. And of course, with control of that watchtower, he has some very nice defensive vision, but he really needs that forward watchtower taken. And this single DT at the backside could do a lot of threats as well.
Now, this Observer's in a pretty good spot. I think it's got vision of that ramp. Not if it moves forward, though. Oh, no. If this DT were to come right now, he'd have at least 3 or 4 free probe kills. Army-wise, it's HerO with the larger army, but just barely, Day 9.
It is so impressive to me how Seiplo literally never stops making probes. Ever. Under any circumstance. Everyone views this matchup as being so fragile, and somehow Seiplo is able to get his DTs up earlier, have more probes at his expansion, get the blink up earlier, and in that unit tab we see that the unit advantage also goes to Seiplo. He just seems so far ahead so quickly.
Yep, he's going to have blink first as well. Still no Immortals out for HerO. And something I think is really smart about Seiplo's play is he's not getting too anxious with this DT. He's being very patient with it, and I'm thinking that he's probably going to wait until he pressures the front. You see him moving out now, and if he were to just distract HerO at the front and then attack from the back with that DT.
I mean, I think the one big disadvantage Seiplo has is no robotics facility anywhere in sight. Liquid HerO does have that Robo, so that'll...
And HerO is doing it. He's going to get the Dark Shrine.
Ooh, Dark Shrine counterplay can be very, very potent. And now we do see Liquid HerO having the Observer at the front, trying to inch his way forward, trying to do that spotting. That DT, just like you said, Mr. Bitter, is positioned very nicely.
A lot of Zealots are out on the map for HerO. It's going to make it very tough for Seiplo to blink into them. Oh, nice blink by Seiplo. Now that DT immediately getting active again. There is no detection back in the natural. HerO is moving a long way from home.
There's the engagement. This is the important part of the map. 3 kills, 4, 5 kills. He's going to get the 6th.
It's a real shame that the DT doesn't make his way up into the main where he could scout that Dark Shrine. There's still no Robo.
That is so true, Mr. Bitter. That Dark Shrine is the #1 most important part of this game. We see the one Observer for Liquid HerO hanging out at the front side.
I think it's just going to be checkmate, man. The Dark Shrine is finishing. Maybe Seiplo will luck out and see a shimmer of a DT, but he's probably just going to interpret it as being an Observer.
I think the one thing that could happen is the DTs need to be morphed in for defense, and that'll give Seiplo some time to get those needed units up. We see some rearranging blink. We see all those Zealots being pulled back to the backside. No DTs have been morphed in yet. A slew more units for Seiplo.
One DT.
One DT is going to be marching
And
right on through the middle.
Seiplo surely sees that. Surely he sees that. Surely he sees that DT. I don't think he does.
Uh-oh, we see a bunch more units getting morphed in. It looks like Seiplo is getting the slight advantage. Liquid HerO may have caught a lucky break, and it looks like there's the swipes of the DT have been heard, but Seiplo doesn't seem to be aware yet.
He still hasn't realized that there's DT tech in play for HerO, and oh, this is going to be such a heartbreaking loss for Seiplo, who's he's played a perfect game. Still no Robo, okay, now a Forge is going to go down for Seiplo.
Seiplo has way more Stalkers. He's realizing that it is now or never. He's got to rearrange that. DT is adding so many more hit points of damage. He is pulling back and forth. Where is the DT at this point in time?
Seiplo's
just
main.
Pierced into the main. Forge and Robo are planted. How can Seiplo pull back now?
He's still up. Oh, no, he's now down in workers. He's down 4 workers. DT doing a ton of damage. Going to go work on this Forge, I think. Or will he go after the Robo? He is going to go for the Robo. Very, very smart move by HerO.
Now there's the Forge finishing up right now. Seiplo possibly can get cannons down that he needs, but this DT is starting to get ever closer and closer, and now Liquid HerO finally has the momentum in his court.
Oh no, the Robo is definitely going to fall day 9. DT going to come into the natural as well, and Seiplo just going to be picked apart by his lack of detection. This is not a mistake he will likely ever make again.
Yeah, trying to add on as many more cannons as he can, and it looks like HerO going to pick off each detector one at a time while pushing into the front, and that is going to be good game. Liquid HerO catching the luckiest break of all time. Seiplo seeming to play superior in every regard, but forgetting the critical mistake. If your opponent has Blink, DTs are just a few steps around the corner.
Absolutely. Seiplo really played a great game, but he just manages to get himself caught there by the DT switch. HerO takes game number 1. It's gotta